Hello and welcome to another update. In this one, there's another update on the Lyman front and it's breaking news. The recent update is that the village of Serychny is under attack after Ukrainians have managed to capture Kuledyesi, which is the last village between the Ukrainian positions and Serychny. They have managed to go down this road and cut off this road here from the south, which means that they're now cutting off any supplies from going north of Lyman. This means that these villages are cut off from supplies. They need to fall back down to Lyman, otherwise the troops here can be surrounded by cutting this singular road here, as well as the units around Stavki. And there's also significant risk to the Russian supply lines because the Ukrainians have now reached the village of Serychny, which means that they are able to fight through these supply lines and disrupt any supplies that wants to go through the village of Serychny. There may be some supplies going through, but it's very difficult as the Ukrainians can manage to move southwestwards from this area into the open field, but gain fire control over this road as well. So essentially, the Ukrainians have full fire control over the whole road going from Kreminna to Lyman. This allows them to completely cut off the supplies going to Lyman. So essentially, the situation right now is that it is still an operational encirclement because technically the Russians can fall back or send more supplies. However, they are under complete fire control by the Ukrainians, which means that it is essentially suicide for the Russians to pass any units or supplies through this road. So this gives a huge advantage to the Ukrainians, and Lyman is under huge amounts of pressure. It is similar to the early encirclement of Mariupol by the Russians and the Ukrainians that were defending the city. The Russians still have the ability to hold on to this city for a long time as the Ukrainians siege it down. However, considering it's a much smaller city than Mariupol is, the Ukrainians can probably take it much quicker, especially with their upgraded weapons. However, the Russians can most likely hold out for a few days, if not a week, even with a full encirclement of the city, which generally means that the Russians do have the ability to conduct a counterattack. So as long as the Russians decide to send more troops to support this siege and help them break free, the soldiers around Lyman are doomed to lose as the Ukrainians have now encircled the city. That's it for this update. Thanks for watching and have a great day.